Welcome to another edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the American Farm. Alright, so got a couple things going on today. Let's just hop over here. Sun is shining. It looks like it's going to rain or snow. Not sure what that's supposed to be. Never remember. But we got sun right now, so we're good. So we're going to go ahead and harvest a crop of canola that's here. It's been fertilized and planted and whatnot, and it's ready to go. So I brought the combine over here with the header trailer on our Ford F350. I almost said 150 there. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up. Let's fire up the engine here. It's funny, last time I was when I was in a combine harvesting canola last time, the canola was super tall. It was actually pretty ridiculous. It was like, I think I have a picture of myself somewhere where the canola is so tall that it's actually above my head, and in real life you actually don't want canola that tall, because basically what that means is all the energy that you put into the ground is going into the stalk and not to the seeds. So, little fact for you guys for today. I may have mentioned that one before, I can't remember. There we go. Leave the 350 over there for the time being, and we'll set the combine on its way like so. What are we here? This is field 13 combine. No, it's not. A 7-meter header. Did I save the course? I don't think I did. Oh no, here it is. Apparently I'm blind. Some people were suggesting that the reason why the combine wouldn't, the old combine wouldn't unload, because I had it on fieldwork mode. That's the only, I think that's the only mode you can actually run a combine in, when you're using courseplay actually. So, I don't, that wasn't the reason, it was just the combine itself. Alright, so, because we're doing, ooh, that's cool. Because we are doing canola, theoretically we shouldn't get a crazy amount, but I'm sure we will anyways. So, we need to set up our tractor. Why does it look so strange from back this direction? Weird. We need to set up our tractor to unload our combine, or else he's going to just sit out there full and not have anything else to do. Now, we're going to deal with a couple other things. Yeah, I guess we'll use this one. So what we'll do is we will lower our fertilizer and then drop that off. I think it was Craft Farms suggested that I get rid of this fertilizer spreader, and I mentioned it in the comments, but I'll share with everybody else. The reason why I don't get rid of it is because and I don't know what it's called now. I'm trying to think of the name of the tank. Our anhydrous tank. There we go. That's what I thought it was. Our anhydrous tank doesn't go around the whole field. It doesn't work very well with courseplay. In the sense that it doesn't have enough enough capacity is what it boils down to. And then some other people were suggesting that I edit the XML to adjust the capacity. I could do that, just to make it so I wouldn't have to worry about the seed running out, or the fertilizer running out before the seed, but that would make it a little bit more unrealistic. So here we are. So that's the reason why I probably am not going to do that. But it is a pretty cool little setup. That's from American Eagle Modding, if you're wondering. Alright, let's set this up. John Deere, select manual, set him to the first waypoint, and he should go and unload the combine when the combine's ready. Perfect. Excellent. So the other thing we're going to deal with today is we're actually going to do this. This is what I've been to do this for a while. So we haven't bought a new field in a, well, not at all actually. So we're going to go ahead and buy a new field. So field 8 is the one we're going to buy, because it's close to our farm, which is good. And where are we? Field 8. There we are. And do we have enough money for another field? Oh, wow, we do. Let's buy field 17 as well, which is also close to us. And I don't think there's anything around that field, so let's buy that field too. Excellent. Now I'm pretty sure 17 isn't planted yet, so I'm going to have to deal with that. We have 93 grand left. Excellent. So, I would make a little bit of progress towards our goals of getting 4 fields. So right now we have... Oh, that was silly. Right now we have 3 fields, and we'll need to get 1 more. Unfortunately, at the moment we don't have enough money, but we will work towards getting enough money soon enough. The next thing we're going to do is... someone suggested I pick up this mod. It's funny because I recorded a chunk, quite a few episodes all at once, and then you guys made some really good suggestions. So I'm kind of implementing a lot of the suggestions in this episode, which is, I guess, the first time I've recorded in. I guess it'll be a week now. I guess. So just the way it kind of worked out in the end. So I'm taking all the suggestions all at once. Oh, I have that still. I thought I put that out. Anyways, it's the Farmall 1206. This is a pretty cool little combine tractor. It was from FS-UK, one of the newest mods. So it is a turbocharged 1965 Farmall 1206. Was the first row crop tractor to pass 100 horsepower mark at the Nebraska State Fair tests. So we're gonna go ahead and buy that as well because we have a little bit of extra money, and I think it would help having an extra tractor. And we're going to ask the shop to drop it off. Perfect. Here it is. This is the Farmall 1206. It's a pretty nice looking I don't know why I keep saying combine. Tractor. It's a nice looking tractor, actually. It's got a little bit of dirt on the wheels already, which is pretty cool. It looks good. Detail in there is nice as well. It's too bad you can't adjust the weight in the front here by going around the front. I don't think you can do anything around the back either. No. So there we go. So that's the Farmall. And I forget who suggested this one, but they suggested I get this and use it as a tractor for the mixing wagon, which is a fantastic idea, so I don't have to keep changing. So we're going to take that over to our other tractor. Does it have wither wheels? Yes, it does have wither wheels. Oh, that's something I need to pay attention to. Did not realize I had wither wheels. Let's follow the tracks then here. So it's not too loud. You actually can hear the turbo winding up, which is kind of cool. So then it's like nice and quiet here, and then as you get up to about, I think it's like 20 clicks. Yeah, it's about 20 kilometers an hour, and that's when the tractor really starts to wind up. You can hear that turbo kick in. Same thing in a car, basically. It looks like you can add duals to this. I don't know if there's a... Are there any keys I can press to add duals? There's a horn. Doesn't appear to be. And it looks like you can add duals to it for somehow. No buttons that are doing anything, so... Nope. But I'm pretty sure you could. Maybe if I get out and do it. Can I do it right out here? No. Oh. Nope. I guess you can't do it like that. But maybe just the way the tractor was made was actually made like that with the possibility of getting duals on it. Anyways, so let's bring this over here. Luckily we're just driving on grass, so it's not going to be too bad. It grows back relatively quickly. But this is a... Oh, it's even got the screeching sound. That's cool. With the brakes. So we're going to hook this up just so we can keep track of what we're putting in here. So we're going to try and make... Oh, I forgot to mention. We drove right past and didn't mention it. Our silage is actually done. We actually got quite a bit of silage. So I did the whole field in silage. And we filled up the other bunker on the other side. And this bunker, I think, is like 50% full or more. 68% full. So the other one's 100% and this is 68% full. So it was a lot of silage. I think you put it together. How much is it? I think it's 800,000. Let's just check quickly here. I'm pretty sure it's quite a bit. Oh, it's 600,000. 600. So it's almost 1.2 million liters, I guess. A bit less than that. Actually, it's just over a million, I guess is what it boils down to. So quite a bit of silage we have now. So I think we'll be okay to the end of the season, just about. Just because that's a lot of silage, man. Jeez. But you probably would need quite a bit, depending on how big your operation is. Like, I only have 20 cows here, but if I was running a bigger operation, like in real life, you would have bunkers like that. And especially right now, in Canada at least, the cold weather is upon us. So one of the best ways to keep your animals warm is actually by keeping them well fed, and silage is a part of that. Silage is a part of that that diet. So by giving them that silage, it allows them to stay warm. And the reason why that happens is basically, think about this: like when you eat something yourself, you can feel it in your stomach. You're not feeling it in your stomach, but you usually you get warmer because you're processing the food. Same thing applies for animals. So you process the food. So what happens is, because you're processing the food, you actually warm up your body. So same thing with animals. So if you keep them well fed with silage or baleage or your TMR mix, you will be good, basically. Should be, at least. And of course, with appropriate windbreaks and stuff like that, you will need that as well to keep them warm. Is that in there? Yes, it's in there. Oh no, 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 no. That's the one problem with this tractor. It does roll back, which would happen in real life. I just need to remember to put the emergency brake on. Alright, so that's one hay bale. Remember these, I think these ones are the 3,200 liter ones, if I remember correctly. So we're going to put one hay, one straw. Where are we here? Let's get this top bale here. I know you wouldn't normally pick up a round bale from the side like this, but at this point in time, it's a lot easier to pick them up like this in this game. And if we're doing this in real life, these bales would be a lot easier to place. But this is Farming Simulator, and it is a lot more difficult. Like if you had it in a shed like this or a coverall, you probably, instead of having the way I have them, you probably have them turned around, so they're all the round ends are facing out, basically, so it's easy to access it all. Alright, so this is going to be one straw. Need to go a little bit further than that, apparently. I think Craft Farms as well was suggesting that I use the keys on the keyboard as opposed to using my mouse. And it's true. I do use those. I should use those more often than I do. So, what are we at here in terms of mix? 50%, 50%. And let's... we need to get one more thing, actually, now that I think about it. We're spending a lot of money today, jeez. Alright, so let's drop this bale spike here. And we're going to have to pick up something from our front loaders. Where are we? I'm not going to use a bucket. I'm not going to lie to you here. Going to revert back to my going to revert to my conveyor belt. Also because I'd have to go way over there, get a bucket, and bring it all the way back here to put it into that trailer, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to do it this way. I know some of you probably won't be happy about that, but it helps me enjoy the game more because I don't have to use I don't have to do the front loader simulator type thing. So that's just me, though. Other people will do it differently. They're not me, I suppose. Alright, so there's our front loader conveyor belt. And you probably could use a front loader in real life for silage, but you probably wouldn't use it out of a bunker, I wouldn't imagine. There we go. I've never used this. I've never used this conveyor belt with a tractor. It's always been on the Bobcat. And I think I know why. Maybe we'll be able to. Let's see. It looks like it's... Yeah, you have to just place it there and then move away from it, or else the mixing wagon won't be able to get underneath it. So we're trying to, this is what we're trying to do basically, is trying to give our cows total mixed rations finally. Whoa. Got a little too overzealous there. We're trying to give them total mixed rations, and we can try and do the same thing with the pigs as well. Because we aren't using the mixing station this time around, it does make it slightly more maybe cumbersome's the word I want to use. There we go. So it does make it a bit more cumbersome in the sense that you have to do some more manual work, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But it does mean you have to kind of move around and whatnot, so. Looks like our New Holland's having some trouble there. I'll have to go check on him in a second. Alright, so we got 6,400 liters, I think, in this mixing wagon. So we're going to try and get a good mixed ration. I know how I would do it if I were using different bales, but these ones are obviously not the ones you would use in-game. Obviously, there's nothing fancy on the inside of this tractor. It looks like you could add a front loader to this. Just seems that way, but I don't know. It's too bad the pedals don't work. That would have been really cool. Alright, so let's keep our window up here so I can pay attention to what our mix is like. Alright, so we don't have a good mixer yet. I'm just going to edge it forward a little bit. And that's too much. I wonder if it was going to be too much. So we need a bit more hay, and I can't really add any more hay to this. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the right combination the first time, and then when I do it the time after that, it's not going to be a big problem. So what I'm going to do is going to unload some of this to the pigs. That's fine. And then I should be able to drop another hay bale in there. And then that will give us a good mix, I think. This is always the problem of trying to find the appropriate mix. Well, at least first off, you're trying to figure out, you know, is it going to be one bale? And the problem is these bales are different, have a different amount. So like the round baler we were using before, the John Deere 834, was it's a really good round baler, but it's has a different size, so trying to find the right combination of what makes a big difference. And I suppose this is where the front loader would become a bit easier. I guess I just really didn't want to use a front loader to load it into there, but that's just me, I guess. Luckily we have 112 pigs who are hungry for silage, so if we need to give them anything, I think they're apparently more than willing to accept. I'm just gonna go check on that combine. I see. So you're right in the combine's way, eh? Get out of there. There we go. And then we'll just request the driver. There we go. He's good now, apparently. Good. Apparently I had to reset this tractor. I don't remember when I had to, but I definitely did. There we go. Apparently I wasn't even steering properly. Jeez. Yeah, I had to reset it. I think it got stuck on something. I forget what, though. Alright, so let's see if one hay bale is going to make this a good mix. Maybe one of the small hay bales that we have, because I know if you put a big hay bale, it will actually put it into the quantity of the trailer. So if you have like right now, there's only like a couple thousand liters available, not even, I don't think. So if you take a big full bale, it will actually it'll crush it basically and mix it in, but you'll get whatever's left. You won't get a full bale's worth. You just whatever's left in the tank basically, or the mixing wagon, I guess. So I'm gonna try and get this little guy right here. Try being the keyword, of course, because he's in an awkward place. There we go. A little bit further. Lock that. No. There we go. Perfect. I suppose I could get. I think I do have another front loader implement. No, I took it out. I used to have a different front loader implement that would grab the bales. But I don't know if it would make it any easier. Do I still have it? I know I took a whole bunch of mods out in hopes that it would speed up things in terms of loading and whatnot, but so far it hasn't. So I don't know if there's a way to speed up Farming Simulator load times or not. I wish there were. Like I don't know if it's like some sort of if I could go into the one of the files and just set how much RAM it's allowed to use or something. Maybe that might speed it up, but I'm not sure. So yeah, with this tractor, this tractor would probably work better with the other ramp that has the flat spot in it. There we go. Let's put that into the mixing tank. And then, is it green? No, it's still red. Oh no. There we go. We got a good mixed ration now. Excellent. Let's just turn this tractor off. There we go, and let's go take this to our dairy cows. They're gonna love this. This is the first time they've got a good mixed ration ever since we've been in this farm, so they are really gonna appreciate this. 12, 63 eggs I'm carrying, and 12 eggs. I thought we had more eggs. Our chickens haven't been producing that many eggs. I guess I was used to the newbie farm where I had, I think it was like 200 chickens, and you just have you have a new egg every second of the game, basically. All right, so we could theoretically put this mixed ration in one of those bunkers over there, but we're gonna give it to our cows because our cows need some love. That sounds a little bit weird. Our cows need some food, some good food. Let's just say that. I think it was Sussex Driver suggested that let's just feed them here. I think it was Sussex Driver who was saying, can't you fill up your water from the pond here? Yeah, I can. I just always forget about it, like I mentioned. So, I think I'm not sure if it's for the cows here, it's not out of the way, but for the pigs, it's a little out of the way. Why is the silage brown? That's weird. That's the first time I've ever seen that. I don't know if you can see that on your screen, but it says everything else is white, but silage is brown for some reason. So I guess, I guess it just means it's low, but it just seems a bit odd the way it's the way they have it there. Oh, that's weird. All right, a little bit of a sprint here. Turn the mixer off. Don't need to hear that. And actually, let's pick up a couple more cows. We haven't bought any new cows lately. Let's bring our numbers up to a nice even number instead of 20. Let's go up to 30 cows, and then we'll maybe get a bit more money from them. Perfect. The chickens is what I'm looking at. That's not an even number. Let's even out the chickens too. Let's bring that up to 30. Might as well keep it even, right? There we go. Perfect. Excellent. And because this farm has places for your to drive, like designated areas where you would drive, they actually have the grass pre-worn out, which is really cool, I think. Granted, you have to actually drive in the right spot, and I'm pretty sure I'm still withering some grass. And I could take the wither wheels off this, but I'm not that worried about it at this point. For what I'm going to be using it for, it's not going to be a big problem. I'm basically going to be using it for mixing stuff. After I realized I had mixing wheels. After I realized I had wither wheel on it, I decided against using it as a unloading tractor, like I have with the New Holland. But all right, so let's fill this up one more time with just silage this time, and bring our cows up to as best efficiency as we can, or productivity I should say. Gonna make them as productive as possible, and then by doing that we're gonna be able to capitalize on the amount of milk they produce. And if they don't need all the silage, I can always give some to the pigs. It's funny, this tractor looks a little bit small for this mixing trailer. I don't think these mixing trailers specify how much horsepower you need. Where is it here? Placeables. Owned. There we are. Oh, I'm just blind. Here we are. Does it say? Oh, it does say a minimum requirement. So we're good with the tractor we have right now. It is a 113 horsepower, so we're just squeaking by on this one. Just squeaking by. Alright, let's go give our cows some silage. Now, looks like our pigs are low on water as well. And I could use this tractor for water too, I guess. But honestly, for the water trailer we have, I think this tractor would be a little underpowered for that. Because it's an enormous water trailer. In real life, I think if you were to pull a trailer like that, I think you need to... Oh, it's kind of chugging there a little bit. I think it would need quite a bit of horsepower to move around. It's a big trailer. Alright, let's give our cows some mixed feed here. Or mixed feed, silage. Yeah, I was wondering if there was brown just because there was low, and that was the case apparently, so. Excellent. Now this is a bit more, this is a bit slower in comparison to using a semi-truck with a trailer to unload this stuff. I realize that. Actually, I guess I could do that. I do have a semi-truck. I would just need an appropriate trailer, which I don't, because the trailer I have right now is only for, technically only for grains, but the mod author did use it, did allow it to be used with, of course, sugar beets and potatoes, like you saw in last season. So that was sugar beets, I guess. So, alright, there actually is a couple of things that we can do before I forget about it. Straw. We could give our pigs some straw as well. Actually, no, I'm not worried about pigs, honestly. We have 113 pigs again, so even at 40% productivity, they'll reproduce like there's no tomorrow. I wish this map had like pigs and then beef cows. That would have been cool. But you don't really. I don't know. It would be interesting to see if there was a map that actually had like a beef cow farm, but not in like a confinement building like that. If it was a bit more open like the dairy cows, I think that'd be pretty cool. I haven't found one like that yet, unfortunately. So, all right, you can see where I've been driving. That's funny. All right, let's back her up and just leave her there for the time being. There's something else I need to take care of. There we go. Let's take a little walk over here. So now that we have these two extra fields, one of them's actually not planted. That one over there, which is 17, I think it is, isn't planted at the moment. So actually there's something I can do before this. Let's hop in the John Deere that doesn't have wither wheels. Start her up here. Lower the steering wheel. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a course, not a course, I'm going to go around the outline of this field and just record that. Because I'm going to need to sow this field. Yeah, that's bigger than I thought it was actually, jeez. And I still don't understand why there's this random thing, a little random bit of, looks like wheat or barley, I can't tell. Just a little bit right there. Anyways. Let's do this quickly. On the outside here. Let's try and stay out of the field because this tractor does have plow spec. There we go. Perfect. So I wouldn't normally do this on camera, but we just bought the field, so figured I would record the course here on camera. Now there's a couple different ways you can actually make outlines of fields. You can do field markers, which means like pausing the course and starting the course, but lately I haven't had very much luck with that, so I've just been driving around the outside of the field. Is this the outside? Yes, it is. So lately, like I said, I haven't been having much luck with just doing field markers. So because of that, we have the field there. That's why I'm just driving around the outside. I suppose once I buy field 22, I could make this into a big field. I suppose that'd be kind of interesting, actually. Now, because this is over by the trees here, I'm actually going to drive a little bit away from them. Because I don't want to deal with the trees. Because trees are not fun to deal with. Especially when you use course play. And I think for if I were to use course play, I'm going to have to go north-south, not east-west on this particular field. Just because the way it's outlined, I guess, or created, or set up. Insert word here. I can't think, apparently. I should drink some more coffee. I only have water in the cup right now, so if this was Kara, he'd be drinking some more coffee, but I try and avoid drinking too much coffee past, well, not past a certain time. On the weekends it doesn't make a difference, but on the weekdays I try and stick to the normal 2.5, 3 cups, I guess is what it would be. A little bit further. Bingo. There we go. And that's field 17. I did that on camera because I wanted to start doing something else with this field. And that basically means I can start with everything else. So I can start seeding, fertilizing, anything else I might need. Let's go through the gates, even though it really doesn't make a difference here. Oh, that's weird. They open this way. Alright, so we're going to drive over to the case. Our case Steiger 500 with 500 horsepower. Well, actually, that's 530. That's besides the point, though. And we're going to set that guy seeding field 17. And what should we set him up as? Well, I don't know. What I think I'll do with that field is I'll just seed it and not fertilize, just to see what the yield is, because I'm still thinking about that and trying to figure out what it would kind of be, but honestly I'm not that worried about it. It's still fun to play this map. I think there was like 1 or 2 people, I think it was one person mentioned I should stop mentioning the yield, but it made it a bit less fun. That's why I mention it so much, because if it's not much of a challenge, then it's not as much fun. And I got to record a course for this as well, apparently. Alright. That was pretty close. I almost took out my semi there, jeez. So we're going to go refill it with seeds. What should we plant it as? Oats, soybeans, wheat. Let's do oats. Because I don't get to plant oats very often. On other maps, I guess is what it boils down to. This map, of course, I can do whatever I want. There we go. Let's go take a quick peek at how this guy's getting along. It's doing well. How much canola do we have so far? 44,000 canola. It's not terrible, I guess. Has a weird texture when it's harvested. I don't know if you can see that or not. It actually does look like that when you harvest canola. They're like, it's the stalks when the combine cuts the stalks at the bottom of the canola. They're like little hard. It's about the size of a bit bigger than a pencil, and they're hard and they're a bit flexible. So walking on them is kind of strange. And actually, funny enough, let me tell you a little story about my in-laws when they harvested their canola last year. When they harvested their canola, it wasn't really tall or anything like that. But what happened was when they were in the combine, you could see rabbits running out from underneath all the canola, because basically the canola provides like a canopy for the rabbits to stay away from the hawks, mostly the birds, actually, the hawks and stuff like that in the area. So when they were harvesting the canola, all you could see is just rabbits just running away from the combine. It was pretty. I never saw it, but I heard the story, so it was kind of a funny story. Anyways, what was I up to? Ah, yes, seeding. So it's that field over there, eh? Alright, so we'll do it this way. So we'll set them up. I only have to set this up once, and then it's done, so I figured I might as well Not that it makes a huge difference if it's on camera or not, but some people don't like seeing people record course play stuff. Some people do, so. I haven't done any recording, like, any course play recording stuff in a while, so. Sorry about that. That was my coffee cup sticking to my coaster. Yes, I use coasters on my desk. I'm one of those odd people. I just like, I was given coasters a long time ago for, it was a Christmas present or something. And, they're like, what are they? They are, let me look here, baits that catch fish. The Creek Chub Bait Company. So it's a fishing one. Got those a while ago, so I use them all the time. So, I always think it was a present for my mom, and that's why I like it. Not because she gave it to me, because it's a cool coaster as well, so multiple reasons, apparently. Alright, so let's start the recording course here. And the reason why I'm recording with this tractor as opposed to other tractors, because this is the tractor that will be driving the course. And wow, why is it so weird there? There's a couple little potholes there. So by recording the course with this tractor, it's easier to tell whether you're getting too close or not close enough to certain things. Specifically stuff like fuel tanks, seeds, fertilizer, and stuff like that. There we go. That'll be more than close enough for that. And we'll take a nice little U-turn here. And this is where it gets a little tricky. Just gonna try and get close enough to here without hitting anything, but still close enough so you can refill seeds and whatnot. Perfect. That should be good. And then just drive back. So this is basically what this course boils down to. Is this is the refill course, if you're wondering. So now that I have the outline of that field already done, and I just recorded the refill course. So now I just put them together basically, and I can use this same course I'm recording right now if I want to use if I wanted to use this field, if I wanted to use the Amazon fertilizer spreader, I could use the same course for that as well. Alright, we'll call this S4E17 fuel, fert, and seed. Fertilizer, of course. Fert meaning fertilizer, of course, if you're not sure. Alright, so what do I have it as seeding width? 11.5. Okay. So let's grab the outline of 17, 11.5, and we'll have it start at the northeast corner, which is where we are right now, heading south. Is he gonna run into that? Oh man, it's gonna be annoying. It should be okay. We're gonna see, I guess. It's funny because on that side he's got trees and this side he's got a fence, but he should be alright. We're gonna find out. Alright, so northeast, heading south, return to first point, yes. Headland, one lane before. Generate course. So now that's the course for the seeding. And I'm gonna add my fuel, fertilizer, and seed. And I'm gonna save this as F17 seed 11.5 liters. Excellent. So that's how you put them together. Oh goodness. I don't know if you wanted to see that or not, but I figured I would do it now before I forgot about it. Alright, let's just take a quick little peek. How he's gonna do here. Should be fine from this angle. I always find these articulated tractors are a little funny around angles and whatnot. And like I said, I'm only going to use this as a seeder for this particular track. No, he's not going to hit that. I don't know which direction. I think this might be his first direction coming from here. Let's just see. I don't know which one is. Nope. Apparently this is what we're going to have to do it this way then. And this is the one downfall, is like, I don't know, I have to, when you first start out, you're going to have to figure out what's the best place to start it at. what corner or how far you need to be sometimes. So, all right, this time should be good. Guess I wasn't back far enough this last time, so. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Top out. And we'll keep an eye on him too. Is he gonna... yes, he is, of course, still. Excellent. So he's fertilizing, not fertilizing, seeding. Oh, he's going kind of quick. Better slow him down a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Oops. Alright, so we're going to seed that field as oats, and I'm not sure we're going to seed this field yet. He's still not finished harvesting, so I'm going to have to wait for him to finish harvesting. So in this episode we actually did quite a bit. We picked up an extra 2 fields. We finally fed our cows some TMR, total mixed rations, and we gave our pigs some mixed rations as well. Picked up a new tractor. Not Farmo. Is it a Farmo? I can never remember. Gotta remember the name now. Yes, it is a Farmo. Oh my goodness. Farmo 1206. So picked up that as well as the conveyor belt, or my trusty rusty conveyor belt. And I think that'll be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. What we'll do is next episode we'll probably harvest this field right here. Because that'll be the first time we harvest this field, and that one will probably be ready to go as well, I imagine. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, my name's Ian Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, and we're playing on the American farm. Catch you guys later.